An entire airline came to a screeching halt, flights grounded, international delays, chaos in every terminal. But this wasn't a cyber attic, it was a warning, and the woman behind it? She wasn't a criminal. She was their own silent architect. Black CEO they humiliated 30 minutes earlier at the gate, one denied seat, one overlooked name. One powerful response that shook the skies. This is the story of Black CEO denied first-class seat. She makes one Call-30. Minutes later she grounds the entire airline. Welcome, story lovers. Comment the name of your city if you're watching. Dr. Maya Green wasn't just a CEO, she was the CEO, founder of one of the world's top cybersecurity firms. She just wrapped a week of closed-door meetings with federal agencies. Her return flight was supposed to be the easy part. First class, window seat, noise-canceling headphones. The kind of silence she'd earned. At the airport, she moved through security with practiced calm. Her ID was crisp, her boarding pass clearly marked. First class, seat 1A, but at the gate, she felt it, the pause in the agent's smile, the subtle tilt of the head. Are you sure you're in the right line? The question was unspoken, but loud. She didn't argue. Not yet. She was used to the looks, the assumptions, but what they didn't know, what no one at that gate knew, was that Maya had access to something far more powerful than a boarding pass. The moment she handed over her boarding pass, the agent frowned. A second glance, then a forced smile. I'm sorry, the woman said. This seat has already been reassigned. Maya blinked. Reassigned? She calmly showed her ticket again. Seat 1A confirmed. But a tall white man had already taken that seat, legs stretched, drink in hand, no explanation. No apology. And when Maya gently pressed for clarification, a supervisor was called. They whispered just a few feet away, glancing at her like she was the problem. Ma'am, we can offer you a seat in Economy Plus, or you can wait for the next flight. The words were rehearsed. The smirk was single quote T. Around her. Other passengers averted their eyes, uncomfortable but silent. A few pulled out phones, but no one stepped in. Maya felt the familiar sting, not just of being denied, but of being dismissed. She took a breath, slow, controlled, then tapped into the secure app on her phone. Not revenge, a reminder. A demonstration of what bias looks like, coded into systems, into people, into power. 3 clicks. One access point. A digital trigger that no one saw coming. Backdoors she'd quietly built for moments like this, not for harm, but for accountability. Within minutes, a warning light blinked in airline control towers across 3 countries, and 30 minutes later, every aircraft from that airline was grounded. Panic rippled through the airline's operations center. Flights mid-air rerouted, international departures stalled. Headlines exploded. Global technical failure grounds flights. But Maya wasn't on her flight. She sat calmly in the terminal, watching chaos unfold. 1 call later, a VP from the airline reached her, stammering, apologizing, blaming a systems glitch. She corrected him. No, it's not a glitch, it's a warning. She ended the call before he could speak again. The airline had unknowingly run its fleet on infrastructure her company secured. And now, with one silent override, she'd shown the price of building systems blind to the biases of the people who run them. This wasn't about one seat. It was about every door slammed quietly in someone's face. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps. Within hours, flights resumed, but the conversation had shifted. News outlets ran interviews. Civil rights attorneys took notice. The airline issued a public apology, citing a need for internal cultural reform. But Maya didn't gloat. She didn't sue. She didn't need to. She'd made a point the world couldn't ignore, that racial bias isn't always loud. Sometimes it's embedded deep inside systems we trust, and unless someone challenges those systems, they continue to quietly exclude, deny, erase. Maya went home that night, tired but not defeated, and somewhere a little black girl watching. The news whispered, that could be me someday. So the question isn't whether Maya overreacted. The question is, how many times must it happen before someone reacts at all? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos.